62 190 SL. It's a beautiful car. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Car Studio. And I just spent an hour and a half at everyone's favorite place, the DMV, and I got the E92 legal, and I got the registration renewed on the GL 550. It's been dead for the last like 3.5 months, 3 months, 4 months, I don't know. But anyways, so now that I have this thing registered, I am taking it for an inspection. So this will be the test drive video for this car, and we're also going to check out some cool cars at my buddy's European repair shop. So let's get it. All right, on the interstate, I can talk about this car and how it drives now. It's hard to shift gears in traffic and film, and I don't have any way of holding this camera. I really need to get a GoPro, or I really need a new camera in general. This was supposed to be temporary to see how I like the YouTube thing, how it did, and I still haven't bought one. But anyways, I digress. We're on the interstate in the 2007 335i that I bought a few days ago, and right now I'm cruising 65, and I've got one dash light, the check engine light, which is on for O2 sensors and low boost when it's under boost, but I don't drive it hard. I keep it out of boost. It's pointless. Let me show you when it starts boosting what it does. I don't know if you guys can hear this or not, but I'm in 6th gear right now. I'm just going to roll on it. Can you all hear that whirring noise? It sounds like a supercharger, kind of. And, oh, I didn't even realize there's a Lamborghini Urus right here beside me. Let's get up to it. That is not something you see in West Virginia every day. That's awesome. So back to that noise. Best I can figure, that is maybe my rear turbo just has a lot of play in the shaft, which is letting air get past the impeller, because I have no wastegate rattle anymore. I'm assuming my wastegate is closing all the way. There's no boost leaks. I've checked all of that, and I wish I would have filmed the wastegate rattle when I first got this car, but like I said, as soon as I pulled in the garage, I started working on it, and kind of just got excited. But it was really bad, and I fixed it with adjustment and a couple washers on the front turbo. So that was an easy fix. If anybody has wastegate rattle, I encourage you, and you're boosting good, I encourage you to watch YouTube videos on how to do it. There's a ton of them, and it's a little bit tricky, but doesn't take that long. It took me like 30 to 45 minutes to do it. So where we're at now, last video you saw my buddy had a couple turbos. I wasn't going to use them because one had some shaft play, but after thinking about it, that shaft play, it's not that bad really. Oh my god, look, there's an, is that an E63 AMG? Oh no, it's an E350 4MATIC. I thought that was an E63 AMG wagon. Still a sick car. So I get excited when I see different cars. There's a lot of pickup trucks and Chevy Cruzes in West Virginia. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order the wastegate, the Varga wastegate repair kit, and I'm just gonna redo those turbos he has. He's giving them to me for a really good deal, and I'm gonna do all new gaskets and O-rings and studs and you know, copper bolts or nuts. I just want to get this thing boosting and running 100% before I spend, you know, $1,200 on turbos and inlets and stuff. and find out that maybe the motor's not that great. It seems great, but who knows until it's actually running right. So we're just gonna spend, you know, $500 now, get it running right, and then we'll just work on it a little bit at a time. I can buy a tuner then with the leftover money and downpipes and go from there. But right now we're about to pull up to European Car Service and see a longtime family friend, Steve, get this unit inspected and check out some cars he's working on. So how's this thing coming?
It's moving along. Whoever put the intakes on here didn't get them even, so when you would fire it up and get it running, it was drawing air past the carbs.
Was it warped or just?
It's not warped, it's just poor craftsmanship.
Oh, gotcha. What year is this?
This one is 62.
62 190 SL. It's a beautiful car. Was it a 4-speed?
Yeah. Yep. This thing's been here for years.
Yeah. How long do you think it's been since was on the road?
10 years more.
Is it a hardtop convertible? Or it's a convertible, but that's the hardtop on it. Wow.
Hardtop comes off as convertible.
I don't even know what this is worth. I'd have to look it up. It's in excellent shape. What's the story with the Targa top back here? You guys were doing an engine rebuild?
It was getting an engine rebuild. Come to find out when I started taking it down, the head bolts were froze in it. Started taking them off, started breaking, so we ended up doing a complete engine rebuild to it.
Oh, wow.
Now we're just looking for
Yeah.
get the rest of it together so we can finish the show.
What's this old Mercedes? I forgot what it was too. It's a 192 in it, but it's like a sedan, right?
Yeah, it's a sedan.
I think this one's been in here since I was a kid.
I've been slowly working on it.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that before.
Done the motor and chain. And put a floor shift in it.
Is it a manual also? Yeah. Well, look how the pedals are. They go into the firewall instead of hanging.
Ow. Get it running. This guy will come get it and finish putting it together.
It's got a rag top, slides back. That's neat. Looks like a very solid car. Here is a Targa 911 that they've been working on for some years. Also in excellent shape. It's the one he was just talking about. They're doing the full rebuild on it. It's been back here for years. Super dusty. I don't know anything about Alfa Romeos. What'd you guys do to this one?
It got a new clutch. I rebuilt the head. Put shocks on it. Just little nitpick things here and there.
Yeah. That one's in good shape too.
It's fun little car to ride. Ugly.
They're all Alfa Romeos ugly as sin, especially the back with this huge. I'm sure the Euro versions looked a lot better without these
It's so unique.
bumpers.
The shifters are in them.
Yeah, it's like up in the dash.
Yeah.
Check that out. That is a weird placement. The newer Porsches are like that though. Kind of different to get used to. Man, this 190 SL is so beautiful. Those lines. All right, made it back to the house. We have an inspection sticker now, so that's a plus. And I've got my new tags ordered. For now, I got a temp tag. I wanted to film more at European Car, but I'm not too good at like putting people on the spot. I haven't got that far in my vlog career. I'm not like Tyler Hoover, I guess, with the Car Ninja and the Wizard. That's kind of what Steve is to me. I don't take a lot of work to him because I do the work myself. I do call him all the time for advice, and he knows European cars so well, especially older Mercedes. You could take any old Mercedes to him and he could tell you every bolt size on it, every nut size on it, torque specs, just everything about it. He can rebuild a transmission with his eyes closed. He's an amazing guy that I've known since I was a kid. I've been going in that shop and doing what I did just now since I was a little kid. My dad met him when he first came over here, and you know, he worked on my dad's old diesel Mercedes for years, and he has been like a lifeline to me on cars that I flip and really, you know, rare cars too. He actually just gave me a phone number for a guy that has he said a 90s 540 or 740 and an early 2000s 3 Series, so E46. So I called that guy, left him a message, maybe have a video on those coming soon. I really don't need to buy any more cars, but I'm always looking for stuff to flip. Speaking of flips, let me show you why my content is so sporadic and not as often as I would like it to be. So a lot of vehicles that I flip, they don't make it to the channel, but I am constantly buying and selling cars. And this is one, for example, this 2005 F-150. I bought it off a picture online at an auction. It was in the in-op sale, but it said that it ran and drove and that it was municipal use. So I was thinking this was like a city or county vehicle, and they sold it in the in-op sale, so there was zero liability. But as it turns out, it is kind of junk. As you can see, the rockers are gone on it. They're just terrible. Frame's not the best. I gotta patch it in at least one spot. The bottom of the fender's rusted right there for some reason, I don't know. It does have decent tread on at least the front tires. It runs okay, has a miss, probably something major with my luck with these trucks. It does run and drive. Transmission feels strong, but I think it needs a rear end. It makes a popping noise, kind of gets in a bind. But the reason I have it jacked up right now is I'm trying to figure out if it's the rear end or the transfer case. I've got to dive into it a little bit more, but I have my work cut out ahead of me with this one. I paid $1,200 for it. Well, I paid $1,000 for it, and it was $200 with auction fees. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's probably too rough to sell. I probably wouldn't feel comfortable selling it to someone. But my plan for it, depending on how it turns out once I get it running good and driving, I'm either going to sell it for a couple $1,000s, try and make a little bit of something on it, or just use it for my grass business next year. So we'll see with that. But back to the E92. So I'm going to put my new plate on it, and I had to stop by Advance and get these little bolts. So the license plate bolts for this were missing, and I googled what size they were because I knew they were like a weird size, and of course metric. So these are M5 0.8. So pick those up. I'm going to put the plate on it, and it's pretty much all this video was about. Just getting this car legal, taking it for a drive, and going to see some cool cars at Steve's. Coming up on this, I've already ordered parts for it. I have dual cone intakes on the way. I have a turbo install kit coming. Turbo install kit, not a kit. I just bought all the pieces from SCP Euro. And as I mentioned before, we're going to rebuild the turbos off of Taylor's 535. I'm going to video that. We'll be doing that very soon. So I'm hoping in the next 3 to 4 weeks this car is full bolt on, running 100%, and you know, making some good power. So stay tuned for that. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Maybe like this video, share it with your buddies. Let me know in the comments what you want to see. If you have suggestions for this car, I love advice, especially on stuff I don't know anything about. So see you guys next time.